Tobias Menzies, an English actor born in North London, has received widespread recognition for his acting ability. He has appeared in a wide range of movies and television shows. Here are 10 things about Tobias Menzies that you probably didn't know. First up, he is internationally known for his work in Rome. Menzies gained renown through a part that helped him get fame and recognition. He had been in television shows like Casualty, 1996, Midsummer Murders, 1997, and Foyle's War, 2002. He also played a controversial character in the drama series A Very Social Secretary, 2005. Still, globally, he is best recognized and remembered for playing Marcus Junius Brutus in the series Rome, 2005. Rome existed before Spartacus, the Tudors, the Vikings, or the Borgias before Game of Thrones. Rome was one of the most ambitious bets ever made by HBO, with a first season cost over $100 million due to pricey sets, the biggest in the world, principal photography in Italy, and the use of anachronistic 35mm cameras. Rome served as the opening salvo of a legion of historical epics and fiction on premium cable, except for a few minor points, such as house decorations, etc., that continue to spark debate among historians. The portrayal of daily life, politics, and warfare in ancient Rome are thus remarkably accurate. In general, the primary narrative is authentic. Due to excessive production costs, the show only aired for 2 seasons instead of the 5 intended initially. Much of the content from the 3rd and 4th season was included in the 2nd season. Next up, he had received his education from the Steiner system. Menzies went to a school that employs the Steiner educational philosophy. From 1993 to 1994, he enrolled in Stratford-upon-Avon College's year-out drama program. He received his education through the Steiner method, which incorporates singing, dancing, and musical instruments daily. The school Tobias attended was Frensham Heights. Without considering the child's academic aptitude, ethnicity, class, or religion, it accepts the child as a whole and caters to each learning area. The program promotes children's healthy development, including their physical, emotional, academic, and spiritual growth. Every day there was singing, playing of musical instruments, and movement throughout his experience with this learning method. Next off, he developed a love of acting in his teens. Menzies had a passion for performing early in life. He has frequently talked about how it all started with regular visits he made to regional theater performances with his mother as a teenager. He was drawn to it, therefore he decided to pursue an acting profession, which has undoubtedly been a fantastic fit for him. Menzies made his professional acting debut in The Colonel Bird, a comedy by Hristo Boychev, which debuted in 1999 at the Gate in London. The Way of the World, a production of playwright William Cosgreve's grandiloquent play of manners from the 1700s, was presented by the Royal Exchange the following year. He also appeared in Complicit Theatre Company's Light, a stage version of author Torny Lindgren's novel Lucette, 1987. Next up, he lost an acting job to Ewan McGregor. If you genuinely believe you are the right actor for the role, losing it to another actor probably hurts. However, this frequently happens in Hollywood and is to be expected. Menzies is the same as everyone else there. He has talked about parts for which he had tried out but was passed over. The starring part in Moulin Rouge was one of the parts he lost out on in 2001. Ewan McGregor was the performer to whom he lost the role. Among his honors are the BAFTA Britannia Humanitarian Award, the Primetime Emmy Award, and the Golden Globe Award. He was named an Officer of the Order of the British Empire for his contributions to play and charity in 2013. The fact that this was one of his first career auditions may have hurt it much more, but there was nothing he could do about it. Next off, he preferred to perform in tiny venues. Every actor has a favorite aspect of acting that they adore, whether it is the kind of acting they do, the location where they perform, or other features of the profession. Menzies has stated that he prefers to perform in tiny venues when it comes to acting. Menzies responds, the dynamics of acting in a tiny theater compared to larger ones when asked why. According to him, you can establish a strong connection with the audience. There is more opportunity for interaction and connection because everyone is in the same room. Next up, he wanted to try pro tennis. Many performers admit that before they received their big break in acting, they were on other career paths. A pro tennis player is a person who earns while playing or teaching tennis. Tennis and sword fighting were 2 of the sports that Tobias had mastered as a young athlete. Menzies had dominated the sport and was a reasonably athletic man. If he had continued along that route, he might have been a professional tennis player. He is also a skilled swordsman and doesn't just play with them for fun. Tennis has helped him continue to relax, so who knows if Tobias hadn't succeeded in acting, he could have been a pro tennis player. Next off, he favors performers that aren't necessarily huge names. Becoming friends with some prominent actor is something we all can't resist. However, Menzies continues to have a reasonably grounded perspective regarding all the fame and excitement of the highly famous. Some actors may get caught up in the buzz with the big names in Hollywood and regard them as icons worthy of looking up to. He claims he is more drawn to superb performers than those who are just well known in the industry. He prefers actors that excel at what they do without regard for fan popularity. Next up, he isn't gay or married, but mums mum's the word, particularly when it comes to his romantic relationships. Menzies has never really been one to allow his private life to go public and get shredded in the tabloids. Since he was never seen in a relationship, there was speculation that he might genuinely be gay. However, there was one relationship he was in, and that was with his co-star Kristen Scott Thomas in 2005 while he was portraying the cruel rapist Jack Randall in the television series Outlander. What controversy are we referring to then? And why could people not stop talking about it at the time? It took 2 years before the news became widely known. While out and about on Kings Road in Chelsea, Tobias Menzies and Kristen Scott were first spotted hanging out together. Then, not far from there, they enjoyed a quiet and intimate dinner in a posh Italian restaurant. Some accounts even claim that Kristen left Tobias' flat in the morning after going straight there after dinner, so things appeared to be pretty serious between them. However, everyone could have better received the revelation of their connection. Since Kristen and Tobias were 13 years apart and Kristen was already married at the time, many people were shocked. She was wed to Francois Olivence, a gynecologist. The dispute continued after that. According to rumors, Kristen's divorce from Olivence was primarily brought on by Tobias. That claim stands as quite a serious one. Next off, he wore a wig but hated it. Being an actor isn't always comfortable, especially regarding your attire. Being able to hang out here has been one of the actual benefits of this job. Wigs are frequently cumbersome, hot, heavy, and aggravating items you must wear. Menzies had to wear a lengthy wig on set to play the role of Black Jack Randall, who had long hair, in the 2014 film Outlander. He talked about his experience and he described it as unpleasant. He spent the whole first day of filming simply attempting to keep his hair out of his eyes. He described it as a complete nightmare, which was why some sequences required many takes. He said on his look as Black Jack Randall, "I wear a wig to play Jack, and I remember on my first day of filming him, I spent my whole day trying to blow and push wisps of hair out of my face without ruining takes." He also had to wear a wig in The Crown, adding, "Well, the first thing to say is that a lot of it was hair and makeup. That did quite a bit of the work. Different wigs, the gray starting to come in, the hairline receding." Next up, his acting is everything to him. However, certain actors live and breathe their acting and how well they do. The majority of actors will tell you that they take their careers seriously and genuinely seek to focus on their skills. One of them, Menzies, has been questioned about how acting affects him. "I live or die by how well I act," he said, demonstrating how seriously he takes his craft. He was pretty modest about his talent, which can attract him to people, and explained his kindness and modesty. And of course, his hard work pays off. Right now, he is getting some serious roles in film and TV shows. Tobias Menzies is undoubtedly a great actor and deserves all the praise he gets. After all, his hard work gets him roles in series like The Crown. And that's all we have today regarding facts about Tobias Menzies. What Tobias Menzies movie or show is your favorite? Do you think Tobias Menzies and Kristen Scott ever dated? Make sure to let us know your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching.